Anyways, welcome to the Masters Day podcast, everybody. It's me, your host Samurai, as always, and today I'm here with my two co-hosts.
Hello, Steen. No.
Hello, it's Sam.
I was about to say haven't been here for a hot minute, but yeah, we should probably get into covering this episode. Today we're covering episode 95, if I'm not wrong. It's 95.
Yeah,
All right, episode
but I think
95.
so.
Episode 95. Biff and Cassidy return. Something that a lot of people have been hyping up. We also got a preview of the next episode, and Legends Arceus came out, so we got a lot of stuff to talk about, along with the general topics we talked about for the week. So let's get started with the episode review. Dino, you usually go first, so you can take the mic.
Yeah, okay. I'll go first. Well, I actually enjoyed this episode a lot. And first, I will get the problem out of the way first, so I can talk about all the good stuff. My biggest problem with this episode is the pacing. I hate how they had like the most boring part, like where they were just flying off for like 10 minutes. They had it for the whole first half of the episode, and then gave a montage for the good part, which is Cassidy and Butch returns. But that's also the strength of the episode, in my opinion. The return of both Cassidy and Butch were handled really well. I love how they had this concept of that they are actually they have retired from Team Rocket, and this is just, in my opinion, Journeys bring back characters has lately been a bit problematic in the sense of we don't see any progression or change in character, and I like how they finally did something, and it is a change I like since it makes sense for the path that the current trio is taking, and it makes sense for them to like see some old members quitting.
All right, so Sam, do you want to
Okay,
go or should
so
I go?
I should go first, I think.
All right.
But first,
Okay.
what's your ranking of the episode?
Oh yeah, I think I would get something like an 8 out of 10.
An 8. Okay, so I think that's nice. So, what I should say about this episode is that that episode was certainly something. And the first takeaway, like Dino said, is that the pacing is pretty bad, which I myself thought that when I went into the episode for a good chunk of while, I was thinking, what's happening? Because I was expecting Butcher Cassidy to appear at least sooner, and they took a good chunk of time. And for when they actually returned, I think it's really cool that they have, you know, left Team Rocket and settled down because I always think that there should be a sort of, in Journeys, what one thing which I am expecting is a sort of closure to every companion. So, like, we will probably see, we have seen like Iris become a champion, which of course she also has a bit more heights to go, but this is for now the peak of her as a character. We will probably see Gary become the Viridian City gym leader, or I don't know, some big professor or something like that. Uh, I don't know what they're going to do with Dawn. So the fact that they have officially said that Butcher and Cassidy are now retired, so this efficiently gives us a sort of closure on these characters, which is actually funny because I didn't expect this. For the nostalgia factor, the anime tends to, say continue the same plot over and over again, which is basically what Team Rocket is. So I was kind of surprised. Moreover, I think I'll be honest with you guys, I'm like not that big of a Team Rocket fan in comparison to most other people, so I don't think I was able to enjoy the episode as much as a regular Team Rocket fan would have. So, but it was still nice. I liked how they shoved in a Meowsy clone so that they can also give a few nice moments to Meowth. And the concept of Butch and Cassidy retiring was just nice. But I think overall this episode existed, and yeah, one thing which I really hope and I think it should be really good is that the gacha is gone. But other than that, I think this episode was pretty good. It was a good episode, but me not being that big of a Team Rocket fan, I wasn't able to enjoy it all that much. But still, I would give it like a 7 out of 10. It was okay.
Fair.
So Dino and Sam are switching scores because usually it's Dino that gives a 7 out of 10, and it's Sam who usually gives the 8 out of 10. So that's weird.
That's true.
But I guess it's my turn to share my thoughts and opinions on the episode. The episode was overall late tonight. It looked really good. Like the episode was fun to watch. I enjoyed Butch and Cassidy. Team Rocket when they were like doing the odd jobs. I wish it wasn't a montage because I really wanted them to show more of that. Because this was a montage, yet the beginning of the episode, which was kind of boring if you ask me, wasn't, which kind of felt weird. At least that's my opinion. Like overall, I'll probably give this episode probably like 6 out of 10 because it was decent. Like I know a lot of people. I talked to a couple of friends yesterday. They said they didn't like the episode, which I could see why. But honestly, I enjoyed the episode for what it was. So 6 out of 10, it was decent, pretty good. I wouldn't watch this episode again.
So, like, by averaging our scores, it should be a 7 out of 10 overall.
Ah, what a surprise. We're at 7 out of 10 again. It's not like this is every single review. We should probably jump into the preview.
Yeah. So that's exactly what I was going to say about them. So I'll be honest with you guys. I like that the new concept of Sophocles with an Amphoros. I think because if you have seen, I don't know, have you guys seen my Mega Evolution special video I had made once? Like, most probably not, but I had basically made a video in which I gave every companion Mega Evolution. It was one of my older videos, and I think, I'm not sure, but I think I had given Sophocles a Mega Amphoros. So I think regarding that, it's really fitting that he has got one. Like, I don't know if it's really his or rather simply a partner, temporary partner, but I think it's neat either way. I'm looking forward to this episode, which I hope they give some good moments of Sophocles and Amphoros, because in the last Alolan episode, he kind of got shafted. And yeah, I think this episode is going to be alright, or rather good, if you can say.
Fair.
All right, so I'll go because we do things weird here. This preview, honestly, I've never really cared for Sophocles' character. Not to say that he's a bad character, more to say that I've just never seen any like. I want to say like he's bad, but I've never seen any interest, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like anytime I've seen him, it's just, oh yeah, he exists. But he's using Ampharos, and for those who don't know, Ampharos is one of my favorite Johto Pokemon. Anytime I'm playing a Johto game, where's the Ampharos at? Where's the Ampharos at? Where's the Ampharos at? That's me. Where's my Mareep? That's I love fucking Ampharos and the Mareep line in general. So I'm very excited to see Ampharos in the anime, just in general. So honestly, this episode looks to be decent. Not like anything crazy, but decent. So Dino, you can go.
Yeah, I think I'm looking forward to this episode because, especially like Sam has just said, that he wants Journey to have older characters have closures, and we just got that like with this episode. I think they have the right idea what to do with old characters, and with reintroducing Sophocles and his dream. I think it is great that we can see a dream of an older character actually being continued in other series, and we can see how far Sophocles has come, and also, and like you guys all said, having the Ampharos is great, and I think an older character have new Pokemon and have like new interpretation with them, also bonding with older Pokemon is something we still have to see more of. We didn't see that with Iris and her maybe captured Gudra, and I wish we would have seen it, but now we kind of get something similar with Sophocles, I think. And yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that episode. And I just want to note that Samurai just said he didn't care about Sophocles he did care enough to put it in our underrated characters ranking. So
I mean, he's
yeah.
underrated, but again, I personally just never cared for him.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I guess now we can talk about Legends Arceus.
Yeah, sure.
So first, like, Dino, you go first because also like, have you both seen the everything regarding Legends Arceus? Because I don't want any of us to spoil the other.
I seen some of the new forums, but I didn't see. I didn't see like all the leaks. So
Really just don't
Okay, and
care
what
for
about you?
Legends Arceus, like spoilers wise. So yeah, go nuts. We'll just talk about our basic summary and opinions on the game, like a basic summary that doesn't reveal too much. I think,
Okay,
yeah, I
so
think that way we don't spoil it for anyone.
yeah, that would be cool. So I would go first.
Yeah, knock
Obviously, like,
yourself
I
out.
don't have the game, but I love all the, you can say, graphics, which I was a bit concerned about before learning more about the game, because it didn't look that good in the trailers. It looks a lot better here. Um, I loved how lively this game is as compared to your regular Pokemon game. I love all the, the new systems which this game has really introduced. And while I don't really have a Switch, I will try to play it on my friend's one when he gets it. So yeah, that are really my views. I can go more in depth about the new Hisuian Pokemon, but that would be sort of spoilers to everyone. So let's skip that. So now, Dino, should you go first? I mean, second.
yeah, I can
Dino,
go.
you can go. Knock yourself out.
Well, I got the copy of the game on release day,
Yeah, we get it.
and yeah, just to be clear from which perspective I'm coming from, and so playing through, like, I don't think I'm even at the half point of the game. But right now I think the game is pretty fun. It has like a whole new mechanic of catching Pokemon, which I think is really good. And the I think the story until now is a bit repetitive, but the gameplay really makes up for that, because it's like really fun to also not play the story and just like explore, because that's kind of what the Pokemon franchise is about. Like, it's the model is gotta catch them all, and we didn't really have a mainline game where that is the goal. But here in this game, it's exploration is really the main point, and you can if you find like new Pokemon, you really get excited. Like, I don't think I have ever been excited finding a Geodude, but it kind of has me excited finding a Geodude in that game, and I think this speaks for the gameplay of the game.
Dino, when you see
Yeah,
the deal, dude, yo!
Yo, that's my new favorite Pokemon. Well, anyways, yeah, I still think the graphic is not that good. Like, it's not the game's fault. It's kind of like more the Switch's problems, and the Switch can't handle like better graphics. Like, I see some people defending the graphics. I understand their point, but the graphics are really not great, because some of the grass is just the the what you call it? It's mud, but with grass texture on it. Like, that's something that's not great. But like I said, the graphics is not the most important factor of this game, so it's fine. I think just this gameplay really makes up for all of the flaws the games had. If the story does get better, I do think that it has the potential to be one of the best Pokemon games ever. But yeah, I haven't played through all of that, so let's see.
Right. Fair point. Fair point.
About that,
All right,
to make a comment. So,
I'll go next.
Tamara, first you go. Yes.
Okay, so I'll go next. First, I have to say something about Dino. Pokemon catchphrase is technically Pokemon Get to the Zair, which is get Pokemon. So you're wrong. It's not gotta catch them all. So suck it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about the US marketing.
But anyway, yeah, the game looks nice, and I understand where Dino's coming from. I don't think it's the Switch's problem. I just think this is the first time Game Freak has made a game like this. So when the next game comes out, like Gen 9 will look a lot better by comparison. Because like if we use it for an example. Because, like, for example, if we use X and Y looks like shit. Like in the nicest way possible. X and Y looked like shit. Yeah, like X and
Yeah.
Y doesn't look particularly good. So, yeah, like Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon look like flipping sick and great for the 3DS. So once Gen 9 and Gen 10 come out, we're gonna think, wow, look how old Legends Arceus looks. It looks so archaic.
Yeah.
At least that's my opinion on it. I also can't wait to
That's
see.
fair.
I also can't wait to play this game myself. I'm playing it in around 2 weeks. Can't wait to play this game myself and experience the story. One thing I will say is that it is going to be interesting how future games go about this. Like, will future games have the same kind of towns will be bigger, so you can explore them as if they were like a plane or an open world, where routes be bigger. Like, will routes be like a mini wild area in itself, similar to how Legends Arceus is? Because that would be sick. Could you imagine? Like, could you imagine Route 1 is a literal wild area? It's like, oh, gotta catch them up.
That would be
Yeah,
great.
that I'm excited for Gen 9 and Legends Arceus. And apparently, some people said there is DLC in the works. So if there is DLC coming, let me just say that shit may be hype.
Mm.
I should go with my thoughts about this topic. That I think the new scout pairs are, I think, Marnie and B. I don't see why they gave Marnie a Mawile, or I don't know how that Pokemon is pronounced as. That doesn't make any sense to me. For B, I can at least see that she loves sweets, so Vanillite is still a very weird choice, or I think it is Vanillux. I don't know what is it. Is a weird choice, but I can see the direction they were going in. Marnie's one doesn't make as much sense to
I
me.
guess they went with Mawile because I think Marnie's whole character is that she kind of looks tough on the outside, but she's like very soft on the inside. So Mawile is like a steel type,
Yeah, I
which is
guess.
tough, but it's also a fairy type, so it's kind of sweet.
Okay, so I think that's sort of a good approach. Oh, and yeah, Cyrus apparently is now Tobias 2.0. So because he has now a Darkrai and a Darkrai themed
I was
outfit,
about to say, yo, they
which
played
I think,
Pokemon Masters has the weirdest choice on who to give an alt. All right, so so we just gave this character an alt. Give him another one. What? Forgive me, I don't hate Leon as much as everyone else, but I was like, nah, Leon has to stop getting alts. No, sir.
nah. I'm fine with that. Listen. I will defend it. I remember being sort of like meh on the game. I learned that Leon is coming. I heard his new theme in the game, and I got so hyped. I went to the game and did everything I could to get Leon. And then after I still dropped the game again, and after a while I learned that Leon is coming with Eternatus. I returned back and got the Eternatus, which I'm never going to use because you can use only one Leon of the two, and I'm obviously going to use the Charizard one.
Of course.
I tried to get the I tried to get the Calyrex one too, but like that it was for whatever reasons. I was lacking gems. So I think Leon is cool. I don't mind if he gets like 4 more sync pairs. I want him to be at least like I want him to have one sync pair with the Gala starter. Like which one are we missing? Was it like Grookey or something?
This,
Yeah, it's
this
Grookey.
guy just says
And
wanting to get 4 more steam pairs. What?
yeah, like I like Leon. Gave us Leon with Grookey, or rather Rillaboom, one with the Dragapult, and one with I don't know. Like they can do as many as they want. Leon is a cool guy.
I don't know what's Dino and Sam's obsession with the Rillaboom line. Honestly, look, this is the Gala starters for me. All right, so we got Cristiano Rabbit, we got James Pond, and Musical Monkey. That's the Gala starters. Everyone, let's go. The Gala starters are my least favorite starters because they're not. What is my least favorite starters actually? Not actually. Unpopular
Armorot.
opinion: the Carlos starters are my least favorite starters. I said it.
Yeah, like that's not an unpopular opinion
Because
obviously
Greninja
only
is
one
the
uses
only one I
got
like.
his The
So
frog.
if it's only one that I like, then the other two just bring it down. Because at least the Universe Studies, I like Superior, I kind of like Embor, and I love Samron. So they're up there. The Universe Studies, the anime made me like them more. The Carlo Starters, Serena didn't
Yeah.
get a Delphox. Chespin was a fat little shit that was trying to rip off Oshawott and Piplup. So, in all honesty, Ash's Greninja lost to a Charizard.
Since the topic of favorite starters has come, I used to think that my favorite starters are the Sinnoh ones, but now I have realized that my favorite starters are the Kanto ones. So
She likes the
the
Kanto
reason I
ones.
think I anyways, like overall, I think the Sinnoh starters are very cool. I like Empoleon. I didn't used to, but I recently have came on terms to appreciate it a lot more.
Okay. So I've been thinking about it, and I think it's either the Sinnoh one or the Alolan one.
Although the beast.
Yeah, these are good
They're good
choices.
choices.
Yeah, these are
Yeah.
really good choices.
I think the Sinnoh one is like the hardest to choose from. Like I didn't buy BDSP, but before BDSP came out, I thought about what my Sinnoh team would be, and I just couldn't decide on whether I wanted Empoleon or Infernape. Like the anime made me love Infernape, but I love the design of
What about
Empoleon as well.
Torterra?
And
What
Water
about
Spear.
Torterra? I think this is gonna be like.
Yeah, okay. I kind of didn't mention Torterra, but Torterra is actually also decent. Like it is also an option. Like in most of the game, I struggle between two or don't struggle at all, and Sinnoh's like where all three are kind of decent.
Yeah.
And
They're perfect.
the Alolan
So
one, it's not hard to decide for me since, in my
You chose Incineroar.
opinion,
Yeah.
no, in my opinion, the Suja is obviously the best one. But Incineroar and what was the Primarina, they both had like excellent design and excellent reason why they are designed like that. Like one is more of mermaid, one is more of a wrestler, and I think that's both really cool concepts. So yeah, I would say either Sinnoh or Alola.
Okay, so since the topic of the Alolan starters has come, there's an unpopular opinion from my side. That you remember that there was like fake leaks about the Alolan starters.
Yeah, I remember that
one
shit.
clown guy. Yes, there was this one clown guy who had this ball for the final evolution.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like that guy. I wish we got him instead of.
I liked him for like a bit. Honestly, he wasn't it for me. Because let me tell you why.
I think it would have been cool because they would have given a bit more of a circle theme, which I think was cool. There was that archer, there's this wrestler,
and then there's a clown,
cat-faced wrestler, and then there's
clown,
this weird clown guy who had this. But yeah, I think the Alolan starters are still cool. I don't hate Primarina.
Let me tell you why I don't like Primarina. Let me tell you why I don't like Poplio, okay? And this is not like a petty stuff like, oh, it looks like an ugly shit. I think Poplio's cute. When the Alolan starters first came out, there's two starters I immediately cling to. It was Litten and it was Poplio. I was like, oh no, y'all are sleeping on Poplio. He could turn into a badass. And then when we were all sleeping on Froakie, let's and then I saw Brio and I was like, okay, all starters have their like bad evolutions. We got Inferno. So, we got Monferno, and that Inferno's badass, so, maybe it'll turn badass. I saw Primarina. Well, Incineroar looks badass, and I hate this Pokemon now.
Yeah, like it was, again, that's understandable. So I think we have discussed the final starters. Yes, we were on the Pokemon Masters topic. So, yeah, I have discussed about Marnie and B. The third one was Cyrus. We have also discussed that. I really like Dawn's new outfit because it reminds me of one character from Ace Attorney that was, I think it was Brucey Wright. Yeah. So it reminds me of that. It's sort of a magician theme or something like that. So I personally really like it, but I can see why people are having some issues with it.
I just think it looks ugly.
And wanted a different outfit.
I just think it looks ugly. I don't even have a deep rooted.
What looks ugly?
Don's alt. It looks.
Yeah, that's mostly
Yeah,
subjective. I
I
don't
don't
think
have
I
like
would
a
have
strong
any issues
opinion
with
on
that.
it. Just think it doesn't look good.
Anyway, so what is the next topic? I think we
That
have
may be it, because nothing
many
really
other topics
happened. Because
left.
I think, did we talk about Yu-Gi-Oh last week, Dino?
Like
Because
really,
Yu-Gi-Oh Master Duel came out, but I think we talked about that last week, and that's it.
Hmm.
like Dino isn't in Yu-Gi-Oh, is
He
he?
is not, but one day we're gonna sit Dino down and we're gonna have him watch Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah,
I
that would
actually
be cool.
started like 10 episodes, but
Oh
I
really? Which
stopped
Started with the
watching.
series?
first
Which
series because
series?
he's lame.
The first one, I think.
That's cool. I would like if you want to have a brief idea of what the
Don't
series
get
like.
Sam to watch with you. He's gonna say
It's
some bullshit like GX is the best series.
no,
No,
it
it's
is.
not.
But I was not going to say that. I was going to say that maybe you should. I was going to say that maybe you should go and check out season 0. No pun intended.
Season 0 is good if you want to watch the original story. If you want to get a sense of the card game, don't watch season 0. If you want to watch the card game, don't watch season 0. You want to watch the story, watch season 0.
I think that would be good because obviously you would have the first episode in which they do in the first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh would feel a lot more, saying that there is this bond with people, but you don't see the bond. So it would give a good introduction to the character. At least I think so. So it would be worth checking out.
Hmm.
If and it's like it's not that long, so you can binge watch it. But yeah, that's obviously it. Most of the stuff gets retconned in the actual season 1, so that's obviously up to you. But it's a good way
Yeah.
to have a previous insight of what's happened in the series. So, anyways, what's even to talk? Yeah, about Master Duel, I don't know what that thing is. I'm not going to play it. I'm happy with my
Yeah, you
dueling
and your
next.
infinite straddles. Fucking hell, I hate straddles because of Sam. Sam is the most annoying hero player I've ever met, and I've met a lot of hero players. Straddles every time, except.
I think Stratos is a very cool card, and
But yeah, I was gonna talk about the Pokemon TCG. The Pokemon TCG has recently put out a new set called Brilliant Stars. I'm on TCG Player. You can pre-order it, but it's all out of stock. This focuses on Arceus, of course. Standout cards in this set are Arceus V, which is normal type or colorless, and Charizard V. Uh, Charizard
whoa,
V Star. Uh,
interesting. I think I should get into Pokemon TCG once again. Oh, okay. So, like, have you guys watched the what was that? The Pokemon Legends Arceus
yeah, we were gonna
specials.
wait till those got subbed in order to review those.
No, I mean two of them have already
We're
gotten
waiting for
subbed.
all of
So
them to
have you
get subbed. We're
watched
waiting for all of them
those?
to get subbed. Also, I haven't watched them.
I have watched the first two one, but for the third and fourth episode, like Samurai, I'm waiting for stuff.
Yeah, I think so. It would be better
Yeah.
if we all have a good insight of the subs. Then we can go inside because I have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah. So where was I? I think I have discussed all the things from my part. And do we have any other Pokemon news other than from Marnie returning? Oh yeah. The Sato King episode has finally some new images
That just popped
apparently,
up on Twitter.
and it looks like that the Galarian Slowbro is also debuting here. Which
Oh
first
yeah.
at first we only thought that the Galarian Slow King is going to appear, but now apparently the Slowbro is going to appear too, which I think is neat. With that, I would be rather have them finish it uh, right away. I mean the debuts. I mean, or rather, imagine if they give us an entire episode focused on Slowbro, then that would be
Mm.
weird.
Yeah, but that's essentially it. We don't
Mm.
have anything else to talk about other than that because there's nothing happening in gaming, to be honest.
Apparently, one of my mutual on Twitter named Moot Monthly has started a new podcast being this What podcast name is it?
Come on, Sam. How you gonna
What is like? Wasn't it
you're
like
gonna plug
Egghead
your friend's
podcast?
podcast
Yes,
and you
the
don't even
Egghead
know the name of the
podcast.
podcast? Come on, Sam. Come on.
No, like it's the name. It's yes, I remember. It's the Egghead podcast.
Right, so
Yeah, if you guys want, that's those podcasts. I have been in one of them. I've at least watched one of them, and it was pretty cool. And I think other than that,
all right.
really happening which Pokemon related for
It's
now.
everything Pokemon related. We talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! We talking about Pokemon. Nothing's happening in Dragon Ball. There's no anime news in general, other than Demon Slayer season 2 making its rounds and a bunch of people liking it. Nothing really in the anime scene. We had
And
Attack on
Attack on
Titan
Titan.
season, the final season, making its
yeah.
rounds and people liking it. Otherwise, nothing's really happening. Every time we have an argument about anime, and I said I didn't like Haikyuu, but I understand why people like it. And then Dino's like, you watch Dragon Ball Z, and that's really the definition of mid. So we also have an argument of which one's more mid.
Nah, like with Dragon Ball, it depends on the season really. Like if you're talking about GT and
It's
Super,
pretty mid.
then yeah, we can see
Except for the
that.
Goku Black,
still
except for the
can
Goku
call it
Black
mid.
arc, that shit was actually pretty good.
Yeah. I have actually just finished it, and I think if it had a sort of midpoint of the manga and the anime, it could have been better. But yeah, that's probably the best arc in the anime so far because you guys haven't caught up to the Moro arc yet. That shit is hype. The Moro arc is
I've
really good.
read the moral
At
arc.
least
Why
because
wouldn't I have read the moral arc?
I don't know that you read the Dragon Ball manga. I was expecting you to be an anime.
I don't talk about every one of my experiences on Twitter. I am not Dino and Sam who have to chronicle their rewatches. I rewatch my shit in private. I did an X and Y rewatch and nobody knew about it.
Yeah, like I tend to. Oh yeah, that actually fucking reminded me. Although I have sort of cut it off on the Pokemon stuff, I sort of abandoned my entire Pokemon anime rewatch, but I'm not a jerk, so I am planning to continue it on my second channel, which is Anipoke Subs, where I post out of context subs on that. So if you guys are interested, follow it because I have made a hashtag
Yeah,
if
I'll
anyone is interested.
ask Sam to give me the link so I can put it in
And
the description. Anyways,
yeah, it's Sam hashtag
okay.
Sam OS review. So if you want to check it out, or and I will also send
All
you
right.
the
So,
Twitter link.
does anyone have anything else to say before we end the podcast?
Marvel Said Podcast.
All right, Dino, do you have anything else to say? All right, guys. So
No,
this
I
has been the
don't
Masters Day podcast. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, to share. Go to Sam and Dino's channels at Twitter's. Welcome to the nerdiest Annie Poke podcast. We cover previews, news, and reviews. Yeah, Dino rep muted because he knows I'm talking about his channel description, and I did this last time because I'm a jerk like that.